Welcome back. Today's July 4th, and I kind of want to reflect today. I want to answer 10 questions with no battery in my back, no strings attached, nobody telling me to say certain things. This is how I genuinely, truly feel. And if you find yourself interested in any of these questions, stick around.
Only one. Only one. Yeah.
All right, Yetics, like I said, today is July 4th. There's a lot of barbecue on both sides of my family today, and I'd be damned if I'm not available to make all barbecue sessions. So today's episode is going to be very brief, straight to the point, but it's going to be powerful.
What does freedom really mean to you in today's America?
I honestly feel like freedom is just a talking point in today's era. It feels super selective and super conditional for some. Some can have it, some can't. I don't know. I look at freedom in our era totally different. Because I feel like, yeah, physically, sure, I guess we're free, but mentally, how we're shackled up.
Do you feel connected to this country or just living in it?
At this point, I think we can all say that we're just living here. No one feels connected to this environment that we're in right now. And there's a lot of reasons as to why, but hell no, I don't feel connected.
Has the American dream become a myth for your generation?
So I wouldn't say the American dream is just dead per se. Now, I will say the American dream in general is very subjective, but I do think the American dream, as to how I think of it now, it's weird. It's in a very weird spot, and it's very ass backwards if you want to just put it bluntly. I feel like personally, the people who lack proper ethics, morals, character, principles, those people are succeeding in this era. And I think that that's why we're in the situation we're in, first and foremost. But the people who have the proper morals, character, principles, treat people with respect, ethics, all these sorts of things, they take longer to get to where they want to get to. And sometimes, to be honest, they never get there. So the American dream is just, it's in a headlock right now. And we have a lot of broken systems to thank that for.
Can you love America yet still challenge its foundation?
I had a college coach once tell me, as soon as he stops coaching my ass hard, yelling at me, getting on to me, all these sorts of things, that's when he doesn't care anymore. So yes, you can love America and want it to be accountable. That's all it is. Coach wants to hold me accountable so I can get better. I want to hold America accountable so it can get better. It's the same thing. As soon as I shut the hell up, that means I don't care. As soon as the coach shuts the hell up, that means he's focusing on another player.
How do race, class, or identity shape how you experience this day?
I'm definitely sure all those things affect how one celebrates today. Now, to a black man in a black family who's hyper aware to the American systems and bullshit that America has put us through, we treat today like Thanksgiving. We don't celebrate Thanksgiving for Christopher Columbus. No, we celebrate Thanksgiving because it's a day that the family can come together and we can eat good food. Everybody's off. Why not get together? But with that being said, we definitely understand that we had a lot of black men on the front line that died for our country. So we do pay respect, and respect to all, not just us. But again, why we treat this not as superficial as Thanksgiving, but there's a lot of the things that we still don't have in this country that we should. So, yeah.
Is patriotism still relevant or has it been redefined?
Yeah, I don't know what patriotism is anymore. I know veterans that aren't even proud that they served for this country that we call a country now. I remember back in the day growing up, you remember when you had to read the Pledge of Allegiance every school morning? You actually felt pride in doing, that. I don't know if I was just a kid and didn't know no better, or I genuinely felt prideful. It's not like that anymore. So I would say it's definitely being redefined, and redefined to what? I don't know. I guess we'll see.
What do you see when you look at the American flag today?
I definitely see a broken country. I mean, we have people who get mad at literally seeing the American flag because it reminds them of Donald Trump. Not America, but Trump. You hate this man that much that when you see the American flag, you refer to that flag as Trump. He has that much power over your mind that this flag that we all should stand for reminds you of somebody that you don't like. That's powerful. That's also propaganda. And for some odd reason, we let propaganda win every time in this generation. I mean, think about it. If you live in a neighborhood and you have an American flag in your driveway, you might step outside and have shit on your porch. Just the mere presence of the American flag is so subjective nowadays to where everybody has different definitions of it. Everybody sees different things when they look at the American flag. I still see America, but I see broken America. But the mere fact of it is that that flag is our brand, whether you like it or not.
Why do so many Americans feel more divided than united?
So there's so many categories, divisive categories that we can enter nowadays to where we really just end up arguing with someone who thinks differently than us. Meanwhile, the people at the top, they can literally do whatever the hell they want. But the mission is to get us going against each other. That way we'll never unite and fight them. Things like Republican, Democrat, heterosexual, homosexual, rich, poor, black, white, educated, uneducated, cute, ugly, dark, darker. Hopefully you get the message. And essentially all I'm saying is, if you're in a box, then you're going to argue with that other box that's not in your box. Mind you, you're still in a box, so you're locked in. You can't think outside of your box. If you do, it's taboo within your box. That's where I see a lot of the problems in our society. Get outside this damn box. You don't have to be in a box. And quite frankly, you're not you when you're in a box. You're them.
Hypothetically, if this country were to be rebuilt, what values should lead it?
Equity, honesty, and humility. Not power and profit.
What will future generations say about how this generation handled this moment?
I don't know, Yetix. If we continue shaking our ass on TikTok, meeting up for Love Island shows, talking about all the bullshit, not talking about any of the things that's taking place in the world right now. If we continue doing that shit, they'll think of us as idiots. Although, I will say, I already think that sometimes. But it's not too late to turn that around. As always, like, share, subscribe. Thank you guys for listening to this, and I'll see you next show.
All in one.